Welcome to another episode of K.I.D Tuesday on K.I.D Clothes TV, produced by K.I.D Clothes. On today's episode, we'll discuss how to stop a baby from crying. Let's talk about it. Before we start our episode, K.I.D Clothes TV wants to remind the viewers and subscribers that K.I.D Clothes TV will upload a video every Tuesday called K.I.D Tip Tuesday, where we will provide parenting advice, videos, tips, and planned giveaways. So please make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are aware of our next upload and you don't miss a thing. In today's episode, we're going to discuss how to stop a baby from crying. Most of these tips are adapted from a pediatrician called Dr. Harvey Karp, who wrote a book called The Happiest Baby on the Block, which is based on how to stop a baby from crying. Having a baby that does not stop crying does a real number to parents, especially new parents. The first thing you have to learn is that there are different baby cries. Yes, babies cry for different reasons. Remember, they can't speak, so the only form of expression that they have is a cry. As time goes by, you will learn the difference between these cries. A baby usually cries when they're sleepy or fatigued, they're wet, they're hungry, pain or gas, or colic. K.I.D Clothes TV wants to discuss 5 ways that you can stop a baby from crying. Babies are used to movement. There's a lot of movement in that womb, so they like to be in motion. If you ever find yourself in a situation where a baby does not stop crying, why don't you just grab them, put them in the car seat, take them for a drive around the block. This will help them stop crying, and eventually they will fall asleep. If you don't have a car, you can put them in a stroller and take them on a nice night walk. And the night air and the movement, this will help them stop crying. Number 2 is swaddling. Once the baby is swaddled, the baby feels comforted, just like he was in the womb. And it also helps the parent to lay down the baby correctly. Remember, babies must be put to sleep on their backs to prevent the risk of SIDS. SIDS that is highest between the first year of the baby's life. So we want to make sure that we always lay the baby on their backs and follow the safe sleep guidelines that the American Association of Pediatrics suggests. A pacifier will help them self-soothe. Always make sure that there are no strings attached to the pacifier, especially if you put them in the crib. There's another benefit to having a baby suck on a pacifier. A pacifier will reduce the risk of SIDS. A study in 2005 found that babies who slept with a pacifier reduced the risk of SIDS for over 90%. So K.I.D Clothes TV suggests that if you place the baby to sleep, use a pacifier. Today's pacifiers are not just like normal pacifiers. They've got cute little pacifiers like this one from Webadam. 4, white noise, or some kind of noise. Doesn't have to be white noise, but you have to remember also that just like babies are accustomed to movement, they are also accustomed to noise. It's not quiet down there, so babies are used to all kinds of noise. Imagine they're going to hear the mother's heart beating, the blood rushing through her veins, so they're accustomed to that. So when you want to calm them down, place baby next to the mother's heart so they can hear the mother's heartbeat. Have white noise playing and rock them side to side because, like again, movement helps calm a baby. And also, you can use a ticking clock. A ticking clock reminds them of a mother's heartbeat. You hear the clock? There you go. So this will also help soothe them. And, by the way, we want to remind you that this episode is sponsored by K.I.D Clothes. K.I.D Clothes offers newborn and infant clothes that empower parents with baby care information so they can deliver the best care for their child. and we do it through clothes. Laying a baby on their side. Laying a baby on their side, especially putting your hand in front of the tummy, will help relieve the pressure that might be bothering them if they have gas in their tummy. But always remember never to lay the baby on the side on a crib. Always make sure you always lay them on their back when you put them back in the crib. And K.i.D Clothes also wants to suggest a baby massage. Everybody loves a massage, even an adult. Babies feel much better when you start massaging them, their chest, their tummy, their back. Massaging them will help them calm down and stop from crying. So learn how to massage your baby. We hope you enjoyed this episode on K.i.D Tip Tuesday by K.i.D Clothes TV, produced by K.i.D Clothes. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to make sure that you're aware of our next upload. And if you have any other suggestions on how to stop a baby from crying, please leave a comment below. We like to be a community that we share with one another. Please feel free to share this knowledge. Well, we hope to see you next time on our next episode of K.i.D Tip Tuesday.